5:55 p.m. Mr. Burning, will we please have the roll call?
Yes, Mr. Burning.
Present.
Mr. Honolo.
Present.
Ms. Davis.
Present.
All the trustees are present.
Next, if everyone would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We have minutes for approval from the regular board meeting on December 14, 2021, and a regular work session and organizational meeting on December 21st, 2021. If there are no corrections or changes, I would entertain a motion for approval as written. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
Mr. Burning, may you please have the motion?
Yes, I do have an abbreviated fiscal officer's report. Because of the financial department is still working on closing not only the month of December, but the whole year of 2021. Exact figures for the month of December are not yet available. Those numbers will be posted on the Township website as soon as they are available. One thing I do request, though, is a motion to approve receipts, warrants, payroll expenditures for the period ending December 31st, 2021. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And I want everyone to know that our reports are available for viewing here at the administration offices during regular business hours or on our website 24/7. Thank you, Ms. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Burning. Ms. Abrams, would you please give us your report on departmental action and discussion items?
I will. The first order of business on Mr. Gilbert's action items is the appointment of a new board member to the Hamilton County Solid Waste Committee. As the board's aware, that position is vacant starting in this year. There is a recommendation to appoint Matt Wallert from Coleraine Township to that position, and the board will need to accept that recommendation and make a motion to appoint him if it so chooses.
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, thank you. The second item is the Galbraith Road project agreement. This is the project we are working with the Hamilton County building department. Engineer, thank you. Hamilton County engineers on, and we just need the approval of the board to have Mr. Gilbert execute any documents with regard to going forward on that project.
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, and the final action item is the annual K-9 officer agreement. As the board is well aware of these agreements at this point, we renew these every year and look at the time and effort taken to take care of the dogs. This is for the off-duty dog care activities, and we need to approve the version for this year.
Make a motion that we approve that agreement.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries.
All right, that's all of the action items. On discussion items, we have a personnel update. David Blackthorne has resigned from a part-time paramedic position effective December 11th of 2021. We have some promotions of Nicholas Flick to lieutenant. We have a promotion of Alexander Bath to full-time paramedic firefighter. Ashley Eller has been promoted to full-time paramedic firefighter, and Autumn Rainwater is now full-time paramedic firefighter. In the police department, we have the resignation of Teresa McGinnis, and that's effective December 31. There's no activity in any other department. And the board obviously has the activity reports from all of the departments. Unless it has any questions, I'll turn it over to Ms. Flam for her presentation regarding community events and programs.
Thank you. Our first event for the new year is February the 19th. That is going to be the Daddy-Daughter Dance. On March 19th will be the Mom Prom. And then just looking ahead into April 9th, we are going to be doing our first dinner theater performance called Rock Tales.
That's all I have for Mr. Gilbert's report.
Thank you, Ms. Abrams. There are 3 resolutions before the board tonight for consideration. The first resolution for consideration is Resolution Number 7-2022, declaring nuisances pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 505.87 at various listed properties within Springfield Township and authorizing statutory actions necessary to abate the nuisances. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next resolution, Resolution Number 8-2022, resolution ordering the demolition, removal of buildings/structures previously declared to be a dangerous property condition located at 1139 Grace Wynn Court. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
And I would, if I could address, that particular resolution will include in it the various remedial steps that we discussed in our meeting that we just had previous to this meeting this evening, the public hearing, giving the owner 48 hours to make immediate repairs to secure the property and the pool, and then we're giving them 60 days to complete their engineering and get their building permit and move forward.
Correct. And I'm modifying that resolution for your signature tonight. So
Thank
it will
you.
be, just for the record, as Mr. Holland, it's slightly different than what you had in your packet, but it just is based on those changes.
So I make the motion.
Do I have a second?
Seconded.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Next resolution, Resolution Number 9-2022, ordering the demolition/removal of buildings/structures previously declared to be a dangerous property condition at 10225 Hamilton Avenue. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Seconded.
Mr. Burning.
Aye.
Mr. Honolo.
Aye.
Ms. Davis.
Aye.
Resolution carries.
All right, so next we're on to old business.
I do not have
I
any.
have nothing further.
Any new business before the board?
Not this evening.
Now we're at the part of our agenda, citizen participation. Is there anyone in attendance who would like to speak with the board? Step on up, state your name and your address, please.
My name is Richard Van Brockman. I live at 1034 West Gallup. Since I moved down here from Illinois in '92, I have my electric go out 5, 6, 7, 8 times a year. It happened last week. This is a new year. We need to get this electric. It's been going out for 20 years that I've been here. And Duke Energy does nothing about it. I talked to them, well, it's on a different circuit. It's over here in Milford. What in blazes is my circuit, my electric doing coming from Milford or someplace else? It needs to be right here at this substation up here. And there's no sense in it to me. Angelo's restaurant used to be right up here before he sold out. He had electric problems. Duke Energy, when that building next to the corner there was demolished, Angelo had Duke Energy change the circuit to where the new place is now, where Bob Evans is. Duke Energy ought to be able to take and do that circuit. There's 406 of us evidently on that circuit that was out of service last week. And it happened every time. 406 here, 404 there. There's no sense in that, paying these kind of taxes and we're not getting it done. I was up here to the township 2 years ago, not last year because of the COVID. 2 years ago, I talked to some gentleman. He called me on the phone, and I told him about the problem. He said he'd look into it. Haven't heard a word. Not one word. This is getting to be ridiculous. Mockingbird down there, my neighbor, 60 feet away, has lights. The guy across the street has lights. Did you live on Galbraith?
I used to live at 987 West Galbraith for probably 20 years. We never had a problem.
No, you never have a problem, but
Because
you
I'm
go
across,
across the street,
I'm across the road, yeah, or was, yeah.
yeah, across the street, we had no electric.
Just so
My
you,
neighbor's got electric, the street light works, the other neighbor's out of electric. The guy behind me's got electric. There's no sense in that.
just so you know, I live on Beach, and the newest part of Beach is connected to Wyoming's electric, and the wires go right through the woods where there's 100 trees, and our electric goes out all the time. Not the whole street, just about 40 houses at the end of the street that are connected through the woods to Wyoming. So when a tree branch falls, if there's a lot of wind on the wires and knocks them out, our electric goes out. My mother-in-law lived about 5 doors down across the street. Her electric was never affected. So I'm not saying you don't have a problem. I have the same problem you do.
Well, like I said, I've lived here since '92, okay?
And you talked to Duke and asked him what the problem is?
I got some woman on the line, she says, well, this is coming from here, it's coming from there, Milford, blah, blah, blah. And I said, why don't you get an engineer and redo this? I said, I worked construction for 38 years. This can be accomplished somehow. But I get no answers, just a runaround. Another example, I lived on a farm for most of my life, up until the last 20 years. We milked cows day and night. In all that time I was on the farm, we lost electric 3 times. I have lost electric 3 times since Thanksgiving.
That's ridiculous.
And it happens all the time. I don't understand it. It needs to be fixed and handled. You get 400 and some people out of electric.
Well, and while we don't have, we're not Duke and we don't have control over them, I don't know, Mike, do we have contacts at Duke? I mean, I know sometimes they are difficult to deal with and to get answers from, but do we have a contact there that we can bring this issue up?
Yes, to answer your question, yes. But let's spend a little bit of time after this meeting. I think it'll end probably within the next 10 to 15 minutes. I'll be happy to meet with you, exchange contact information, and get on the line with our contacts within Duke and see what support, what assistance that we can provide to get this corrected.
Okay, well, the reason I'm here is because we have this recycling thing through the township, and we have this natural gas agreement through the township, which is fine. That's why I'm up here bringing this electric thing out. It's part of the township's, not responsibility, but for the good of the order, or the good of the town.
We do have, yes, we have energy aggregation through the township, which has been very successful for the residents. But we have a service delivery issue here with Duke. Sometimes when they hear from a governmental agency, they'll be more responsive than maybe they hear from one customer, So we'll try and help you any way we can with this, because I agree with you, that's ridiculous.
Like the gentleman said, the tree limbs falling down, that's an act of God, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But the substation that's right there behind the local station, and between there and Grace Lutheran and the Church, there's a substation.
Right.
Get them trees down, get the limbs out of there so that we don't lose power.
Is that what you're saying, the
I don't
trees?
know.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I have an electrician.
Trees are my
friend of
problem.
mine. He suggested years ago that they take them trees down. And he was an electrician at the zoo for 30 years. He says anything that touches them wires is going to blow a fuse.
Yeah,
And nothing's been done, so I'm just.
okay.
When you call someone, more than likely you're talking to somebody in North Carolina. When I call someone, it's going to be someone here locally. And I apologize, this is the first time I'm hearing of this issue, but again, I'm confident that we can work to get something resolved to the best, that's the best things possible. And it may take some re-engineering, it may take a little bit of time, but we'll get it resolved.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Don't leave. He's going to talk to you after the meeting.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anyone else who would like to speak with the board or make a comment? Okay. As I am seeing and hearing none, if there's no other business, I'd like to entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Seconded.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Meeting's adjourned.
Meeting's adjourned.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you all for coming.